My name's Stephanie, and I'm the Public Information Officer for Culver City CERT. In my private life, I'm an emergency management and preparedness specialist. And for Earthquake Preparedness Month, I was tasked with making a kit at the 99-cent store, both a first aid kit, a food kit, and a tool kit. So what I did was I took $50, I took 15 minutes of time, and I was able to make 2 kits for under $60. Now I know my goal was $50, but we spent a little extra, and that's okay. So bring a little extra with you if you do go. And the reason we took $50 and we took 15 minutes of time is because we know we don't always all have a lot of time to do what we need to do during the day. And we don't all have large budgets. So the goal was to make functional kits that will help you through the first few days of an emergency. So what we have here in our first aid kit is tape, antibiotic ointment, Q-tips to help apply that antibiotic ointment, eye drops. We have a couple of boxes of gauze. We have alcohol prep pads. We have multiple size Band-Aids, and we have plenty of them because Band-Aids really are necessary in an emergency. We have burn gel. We have ice packs that include an ACE bandage. We have wet naps to help clean up your hands. We have more ACE bandages. We have acrylics, and we have a couple rolls of gauze. Now the only thing that's missing from this kit is a box of gloves to help protect you when you are performing first aid, as well as a good pair of trauma shears to help you cut anything open so that you can treat any of the wounds. But this is a basic first aid kit that will help you through the first days of an emergency. If I really wanted to, I could have spent $30 and purchased some additional rolls of gauze and possibly found a good pair of scissors at the location, but it's important to go to any medical supply store, any local place like Rite Aid or CVS that sells gloves, and to just spend a couple dollars on a box to throw in your first aid kit. We also have a backpack for each of the kits I'm going to go over today that were donated. So you don't need to spend another $20 on a good backpack. And I'm sure for those of you with children, they have old backpacks or they get a new backpack every school year. So you can use one of those backpacks to put all of your items in. And all of those first aid items were in one location, and it took up half a row at the 99-cent store. So you don't have to travel to many places. It took me about 5 minutes to grab all of these first aid items. I then went to the food aisle to see if I could make breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack, as well as water. So starting with 1 full gallon of water. We then, for breakfast, we have a can of fruit for each day. And then we have, for lunch, a can of tuna for each day. And then we actually spent a little extra in the food, so there's also the option for, you can have a can of black beans, you can have some mini ravioli, and then for dinner we have 3 different types of soup, as well as for a snack, because every kit should have a little something that makes you feel good at the end of the day. We've got a little chocolate, we've got some cookies, and we've got some peanuts to help get you that energy that you need after a long day, or if you were just taking a break and needed to get your blood sugar up. We then moved to the back of the store in the tool aisle, and we got goggles. Safety goggles are very important, a face mask. We got notebooks, pens to document everything that you find while you are responding in an emergency. We have additional face masks. We have leather palm gloves. We have triage tape. It's actually electrical tape, but they mimic the colors of triage, so we purchased those to help when you are doing search and rescue. We have rope, a flashlight, wire cutters. We have a whistle, the all-important whistle. We have eye drops and Band-Aids just to help you if you're out in the field, as well as sidewalk chalk to help you mark the buildings that you are going into. Or if you do have kids, it does give them something to do. As we all know, we do need to keep our kids on a schedule and help them with activities that will get them through the emergency. So coloring is one of those things that can do both. So again, what I did was I took $50, I took 15 minutes, that's 15 minutes, and I went to the tool aisle, the food aisle, and the first aid aisle. And there are plenty of choices. You don't have to pick the things I picked. There are plenty of choices, especially in the first aid aisle and the food aisle. You do have multiple choices to purchase the items that you will eat in an emergency. And the only thing lacking from the toolkit and the food kit is something very important, which is a can opener. Most of these have pop tops, which work really well. But in an emergency, we do have those wire cutters, which can cut open the cans in an emergency. But we do suggest actually getting a can opener. And then the next time you go eat fast food, grab the disposable utensils and throw them in the kit so you have utensils to eat your food with. So we're going to put all of these into these brand new backpacks. Actually, they're not brand new backpacks, but they'll be brand new to the CERT members who will win these kits at our next general meeting. And it took, again, 15 minutes to make these kits. We'll pack them all up, and you'll be ready to go in a disaster. You'll have tools, you'll have food, you'll have first aid, all for the low cost of under $60 and in under 15 minutes of time. So the next time someone tells you you don't have time or you don't have the money, it is possible to make a kit for under $60. We actually made 2 kits for under $60, and we repurposed backpacks that were donated to us, and we're able to prepare ourselves and our family and our home. We hope you found this information informative. If you have any questions or if you would like to comment, please do so in the links below. Please share this. We would like to get the message out to as many people as possible that preparedness is possible on any budget. And we can address any questions in the comments as well. And we hope that if you are a CERT member, you are knocking on your neighbor's door to get them signed up for our October class. This has been Stephanie, your Public Information Officer for the Culver City Community Emergency Response Team. And this has been your 99-cent store, $50 to $60, 15-minute toolkit, food kit, and first aid kit demo. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your earthquake preparedness month. Be safe and be prepared.